Hey, how's it going, everyone? Justin again. As always, thanks for watching my channel. Welcome back. Cheers to those of you that have your beers. I hope you're enjoying your work week so far. Today's topic is 7 ways to piss off your tool rep. Starting with number 1, returning a product that you chose to buy the week prior. Let me tell you what, I've experienced this a very small handful of times throughout my profession, and I can tell you, nothing pisses a tool rep off more than a returned product that you decide to purchase the week prior. Let me go into a little bit more elaboration and detail on this. So, you find a tool that you're interested in, you tell them that you want it, you can see a use for it, you pick it up, you committed to buy it. You go through the week and several things can cross your mind. Was this the tool that I was actually looking for? Is it fitting what it is that my intended use is for it? Because let's face it, a lot of us mechanics, even though the tool is meant for one specific thing, we will actually try to use it for other things. And if we see a limitation to where it's only primary uses for that one thing and we don't see ourselves using it a lot, we may have second thoughts on whether or not we want to retain that tool and keep it in our inventory. We might decide to try to return it. If so, it behooves you to call your rep or message your rep and let them know, hey, this is the incorrect product that I was looking for. I do not wish to own this. I will be giving it back to you the following week. Let them know as soon as possible. But I know that time can be an inconvenient thing, and the days drag on and the weeks fly by, and before you know it, you forgot to do your due diligence, and next thing you know, you're returning a product and inadvertently pissing off your tool rep. This happens all the time. Number 2, making small weekly or small monthly payments. So if you committed to purchase a product and you decided that you wanted to buy this thing for, let's say, $200 or $300, and they're willing to float it for you, and you put like, I don't know, $50 down or something like that, but then you're only making like $20 every 2-week payments, or maybe $100 a month, and that's all that you're willing to do, you might want to actually tell the tool rep what your intended monthly or weekly payments are going to be, and whether or not you intend to pay them once a week or once a month, and then let them know how they can schedule you in so they can determine whether or not they want to float you that amount of money for that amount of time. Not telling them and just barely paying them is going to tick them off like you wouldn't believe. Believe me, I've seen it with other people. Not cool, guys. Not cool. Alright, the third thing that's going to piss them off is asking prices on every single tool that you see or you think you might want to own, but then never buying anything. That'll piss them off because we're getting ready to go into this. The fourth thing that will piss them off is lingering on the truck and not buying anything. So outside of just lingering and standing around trying to eat up shop time or whatever, maybe you're a lube tech and you're getting paid hourly and you have no intention of ever buying anything, but you want to look and see what's new, what's cool, and everything else. And you're standing around and you're eating up his time because he could be going to a shop where customers actually do pay for tools that he's selling, and that could piss him off too. Which leads us to our 5th thing. Price shopping on Amazon or eBay on the tool truck while you're looking at their tools. Nothing will piss off a tool rep more than literally price shopping Amazon for, if not the same product, a similar product while you're on their truck. Because now you're doing a little bit more than a brief window shop or lingering around. You're now actually trying to compare apples to oranges. You know it's the same thing, or you might find one for a little bit cheaper, but you're eating time on his truck. You're taking away time from him where he can be making money at other shops. You don't have any intention of buying anything, and now you're price checking while you're on the tool truck. Guys, if you're going to do this, you might as well just take a few snapshots of photos of whatever tool that you found interesting, and then go home and take a look at it that evening, and if you can find a better deal somewhere else, then do so. But do not be price shopping on the tool truck. It's very disrespectful, it's rude, and just don't do it, okay? Just flat out don't do it. Which leads us to number 6. Number 6, not updating your tool rep about a recent change of employment or zip code change. So if you end up moving out of town and you're in the next town over and maybe that's not part of his route, but you still owe him some money on the truck, you're going to want to clear your balance, or at least update him on what's going on, so he doesn't just randomly show up and doesn't see you for a month and then finally asks where you are, only to find out that either you moved, got fired, or you're out of state or something, and now he can't get a hold of you. Now he thinks that you stole the product, because that's what it looks like to him, and he might just be half tempted to send you to collections as a result. I've seen it happen to other people, and I've actually heard tool reps say that they've had to send people to collections before for this. So make sure you stay in contact with them, let them know what's going on. They're pretty cool and easy to work with, really. Number 7. Paying once a month versus paying once a week. I kind of put this at the bottom of the list because some tool reps don't mind if they have a good customer that buys frequently enough and pays a little bit more than the bare minimum asking requirement or whatever it is that you guys have already established. But they definitely enjoy it if you pay them more frequently than less frequently. So it's an irritant maybe for them if you only pay once a month, whereas some of the other customers they have will pay religiously every single week of the same exact amount, and they can count on that. Because if they can't count on you to pay and the other people are doing the same thing, they might be less likely to want to come by to that shop. So that'll pretty much wrap it up for our 7 ways that you can possibly piss off your tool rep. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it gave you a little bit better understanding of what it is that they're going through as tool vendors and all the struggles and strifes that they have to go through on a constant basis. Maybe you don't fit into this category. Maybe you do fit into this category and I mentioned something to you that you might disagree with. If you do, feel free to put it in the comments. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. Share if you want to share. Be cool, my dudes, and we'll see you guys next time. Deuces.